Well, anyways, why was he banished exactly? Because Ludo Prime killed Dagon, Gamers' close friend. I never knew Dagon actually had a friend, considering the way he was acting. Yeah, I will admit, King Dagon was not a really good king. But still, he didn't deserve to die like that. Godzilla couldn't help to agree with him. So followers even surprisingly agreed as well. Even though Dagon was a bad king, a terrible husband, and a bad father, he didn't deserve to die like that. If anything, he deserved to die rather by the hands of Queen Ghidorah, or basically by the hands of an oxygen destroyer, or another powerful monster like Destroya, or even another Godzilla. Well, anyways, when was the last time Gamera saw him? In 1989. Okay, 1989. Above the Hollow Earth and in between the surface and the Hollow Earth, Uno Prime awoke. He clearly couldn't feel his descendant. His energy. He got furious and slammed his fist to the ground. Survivors and Godzilla end up hearing that. Holy crap, he's in between down here and the surface. Holy crap, we gotta get back to the surface fast. Muno Prime surfaced back onto Monster Island. He was searching for more nuclear energy. It wasn't until he encountered Elsa and Super Godzilla Earth. Excuse us, but are you Muto Prime? Yes, and I didn't know there was more than one Godzilla. I thought Dagon was the last of his kind. Well, anyways, I'm going to have to ask you two to move out of my way. And what happens if we don't move out of your way? Well, I might have to force you to get out of my way. Super Godzilla Earth and Elsa didn't like the way he was talking. Do you work with Queen Ghidorah? No, I don't even know who she is. And I don't work with anyone but myself. Super Godzilla charged at Muto Prime. Muto Prime couldn't help decide. He instantly punched, sending Super Godzilla Earth flying. Elsa at first got mad. Then Muto Prime grabbed her, lifted her up in the air, and threw her like a rag doll. Heh, you're the weakest Godzillas I've ever met. Muto Prime decided to dive back down into the ocean. When Super Fighters and Godzilla arrived, they saw that Elsa and Super Godzilla Earth were on the ground. What the frick happened to you guys? Widow Prime, he was here. He just threw us like we were nothing. Super Godzilla Final Wars and Godzilla growled at this. Crap, that guy was here. Clearly he wasn't planning this because the way he slammed his fist onto the ground. When we heard him back down in the Hollow Earth, it sounded like he just recently woke up. Indeed, so most likely it might be gathering energy. So that way he can cause more destruction. Super Final Wars and Godzilla end up diving back down into the water. About a few hours later, they managed to track down Muto Prime, his last recent encounter. Unfortunately, the skeleton that they were talking to hours ago, all what they saw of him was his leg. Then they picked up Muto Prime's scent. Oh my god, did he just kill him? His own friend. That son of a... Before they could continue, Gamma arrived. He looked at Godzilla and Super Final Wars. So, you must be the new King of the Monsters. Super Godzilla Final Wars. Is that correct? Yeah. Well, as you can see, clearly, he killed his own friend. Most likely to eat him. Godzilla and Super Final Wars ended up almost about to puke at that moment. I'm sorry, what? Eating his own friend? Yes, I theorize that he might be doing that so that he can regain more energy. He has been sleeping ever since, well, 1989. Which was his last known location and last time everyone really truly saw him. Makes me sick that he'll eat his own friend like that. Let alone killing his own friend. That just makes me even more sick. You're telling me. So, where do you think Muto Prime might be at now? Possibly somewhere around in the surface world. But between you and me, Muto Prime is a really big threat. Well, not much of as big as a threat, had asked Queen Ghidorah. Yeah, Queen Ghidorah's a much more worse threat. Don't even remind me. Yeah. Well, if you see him, let us know. Because we're currently tracking him down. For what? Well, surprisingly enough, Gamera, we're looking for Muto Prime so we can avenge Dagon. I thought you didn't care about Dagon anymore. I don't, but as a Godzilla, I refuse to allow a Godzilla killer to get away like that. I understand, then. To be honest, I don't think I blame you two, to be honest. I mean, that guy is a Godzilla killer. He's born to basically kill Godzillas. But you have to make sure you kill all of his descendants. Well, why not? Well, the reason why there was two Muto Primes in the first place was because there was more Mutos around. And with more Mutos, it basically means another Muto Prime will show up. Yeah. Well, right now, Queen Muto's the only one that's alive. We managed to kill his descendants. Well, good. I also was not looking forward to seeing another Muto army. Anyways, I hope you guys have good luck. And be careful. Why exactly? Well, to tell you, Sir Final Wars, the reason why Muto Prime was managed to defeat Dagon was because he has a super Austria-Torial wave. A super Austria-Torial... What? Godzilla was even more confused than he was. What the frick is that supposed to mean? Basically, if he roars at you very, very, very loud, he could most likely end up destroying your dorsal spines. Shattering them completely. Godzilla and Sir Final-Wars' eyes were widened. They remember looking back at Dagon's skeleton. He had no dorsal spines. That is possibly the reason why Dagon has no dorsal spines on his skeleton. It was because of Muto Prime. And you say the super Austria-Torial wave that he uses, it's dangerous enough to destroy? Wait, Godzilla dorsal spines? Yes. Jesus Christ. But there is one weakness to him. He can handle more than one Godzilla. And not just that, there's a certain frequency that basically annoys the living crap out of him. And you got to rip off his tentacles. His tentacles are the only thing that basically creates more Mutos. Huh, I thought he was a girl. Well, he acts like a girl sometimes, but he's mostly a guy. They don't call him the godfather of the Mutos for nothing. Well, how are we supposed to give him a certain... Well, how are we supposed to be prepared about that whole certain frequency? Well, you could ask the humans for help. I don't know. Godzilla doesn't trust the humans that much. But Sir Flowers and Godzilla looked at each other and smiled. But we do know someone who can do that for us. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Godzilla? Oh yeah. Let's go get Mothra and tell her to have the cosmos to tell Monarch about that certain frequency. They left the Hollow Earth and went back to Monster Island. They managed to tell Mothra to tell the cosmos to get Monarch to use a certain frequency and to basically annoy the living crap out of Muto Prime. Then, Sir Flowers and Godzilla were back onto the hunt. It didn't take them too long to find Muto Prime again. This time near at a nuclear power plant. They had to stop him before he gains more energy. They managed to stop him, but he ended up getting away easily. But before he was gonna get away, he had first tried to implant more Mutos into Godzilla's stomach. But Sir Flowers grabbed him, yanked him back, and grabbed the tentacles and ripped them off completely. Are you kidding me? Muto Prime yelled out in anger and frustration. Looks like you won't be creating more Mutos now, are ya? You son of a...